Hello, my name is Răzvan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to make tutorials about the basic of the 3D origami pieces. I will talk about 3D origami paper, about how to make 3D origami pieces, how to make these 3D origami pieces faster, about how to give a nice round shape to these 3D origami pieces, how to keep them, and next I will learn you how to connect 3D origami pieces, how to make 3D origami bases, and how to increase and decrease the number of pieces in a row, other tips and tricks that will learn you to make better and more beautiful 3D origami models. I know many of you don't have a lot of time to make a lot of pieces, and for that I will try to make the same model in different sizes, large, medium and small sizes. And also I know that many of you have difficulties making the small 3D origami pieces size 1 to 64, and for that I will make the same model once with large pieces and once with small pieces. I several subtitles for each tutorial. If you need a specific language, please tell me. Please remember I only understand English, some Spanish and a little bit of French. The rest of the subtitles are only Google Translate. I will start with the 3D origami paper, and I use normal printer paper, 80 grams per square meter, and the dimension of this paper are 297 millimeters by 210 millimeters. This is a A4 format, European format of paper. I know that in some countries you have other formats of paper, and you can transform this rectangular of paper. You must remember that the most important for obtaining good quality pieces is the ratio between the length of the rectangular and the width of it. You divide this length to this one, and the ratio must be between 1.3 and 1.45. I will make a tutorial especially for the 3D origami paper. Next we will cut this paper, and very simple, we fold in two like this, and next we will cut. I will use a little knife. I recommend you to use a knife that is not very sharp. And now we have two rectangles of paper size 1 to 2. Now we fold again in half. And then we cut. And this rectangle of paper is size 1 to 4. Fold again. And cut. And now we have a rectangle of paper size 1 to 8. We fold again in half, and then we cut. And this is the size 1 to 16. If you want to make a very large model, you can use this size of the paper. I don't use this because the models are quite large and you need a lot of paper. Now we fold again in half, and we cut. And this is the size 1 to 32, and these sizes I call large or normal size, and I use this size often. And now we fold again, and then we cut, and this will be the size 1:64. I call this small size. Next I will make a 3D origami piece. I choose a 1:16 size because it's a larger one and you can see better. We fold in half. You must remember all sizes of pieces are made in the same way. The only difference is the size of the rectangle of paper. Now the second step, we fold in two. Then we bring this part of the paper to the folding line there. Like this. And we repeat on the other side. Now we turn the paper over and we fold these small corners here. And then we bring this paper to this line here. We fold like this. Then we have this small triangle and we fold in this way. And you can see now we have a 3D origami piece. Next, I will transform this. I will use five, six pieces connected together in a row. I put the edges in the pockets, push, and then with my finger I give a very nice round shape. Next I will show you how to make these 3D origami pieces a little faster, and for this I will skip one step. We fold once like this. I will repeat all the pieces, all the sizes of pieces are made in the same way. The only difference is the size of the rectangle of paper. And now we will skip the step where we make this fold here, and we will put our finger directly as best as we can in the middle of the line, and then we fold. And we repeat in the other part. You will need a little time to perfect this folding here, to put the finger exactly in the middle, but in time it is not so hard. Now we fold these small corners here and here, and then we bring this paper over this line there. And now we have again this small triangle. We fold in half, and with our tool we will give a very nice round shape to this 3D origami piece. Next I want to talk about how to keep these 3D origami pieces, and I recommend you to keep them in small stacks, 10 pieces in a row. And very simple, we connect them like this, we put the edges in the pockets. And I recommend you to put 10 pieces is the best quantity. And in this way you be sure to maintain the quality of the pieces. And then I put the pieces in these bags and then close them. You must protect these 3D origami pieces from dust, especially this white one. Next I will show you how to connect these pieces together. It is very simple. Each piece has two pockets and two edges, and we can connect these in several ways. We can connect them like this, two pockets in two edges of the same species. We can make a string, for example for a swan neck, and next we can connect like this. Two edges from two pieces we will put in the pockets of the same piece. And this is the base of the 3D origami art. We connect pieces like this. I will show you how I glue. I usually glue a paper solid stick glue. I put some glue inside the pockets and then I connect with other pieces. And there is another method. You can use liquid glue and put some glue on the edges and then connect the piece. I must tell you that the second one, the liquid glue, is better because it's more resistant in time. I recently discovered that. You can learn until you make hundreds of models, and this is the best way to glue them. And we connect pieces like this, and we will make a 3D origami base. Try to push the pieces with the same force. This is very important to have good quality pieces. We connect pieces like this until we have 15 pieces in the first row, 14 pieces in the second, and 13 pieces in the third row. Complete these rows. Now we have 15 pieces in the first row, 14 in the second, and 13 in the third row. And now we close the row. We put some glue here and there. We put one piece here and connect. And then we complete the second row with two normal pieces like this. And now we have a 3D origami base. It is an open base, and next I will show you how to transform this open base in the closed base. And for this we will put an invert piece. First let's talk about invert pieces. If the round part of the piece is outside, like this, like all the pieces here, we will call this a normal piece. And if we put the same piece with the round shape inside the model, like this, we will call this an inverted piece, like this. Okay, you can see the round part is inside. And now we will connect here inverted pieces. If you don't have enough space to put the last piece, push the rest of the pieces over and make some space. And now I complete this row, and now we have a closed base. Give more resistance and stability. Okay, next I will show you how to increase the number of the pieces in a row. There is several ways, but most usually we use two. And the first one, we put one piece between two pieces from the previous row, like this. And then we put two pieces above. We increase again. We put one piece here and two above. And the second method to increase is to put one piece in each edge, like this. And you see we will have a free pocket on this piece. And we put one piece in each edge. When we use this method, we will be careful, we do not have two empty pockets one beside another. You can see like this. And in this way we can increase the number of pieces in a row. Next I will show you how to decrease the number of pieces in a row, and for this we will put free edges in only two pockets. And in this way, when we put two pieces like this, we decrease with one piece the number of pieces in this row. Next, if you have a large model and we need too many rows, I recommend you to change the direction of the row. If you put a row in this direction, like this, the next row you put the pieces in the other direction, like this. This is very important because if you put all the pieces in the same direction, the model will have a small inclination in that direction. This we will change the direction of the rows. Next I will show you how to close a row, and sometimes we will connect pieces like this, and we need to close here. I call closing a row to cover the edges from the previous rows, and we put one edge from the first row and one edge from the second row in this piece like this. And we repeat here. And now we have here, we close the row. There will be a lot of other techniques, but these are the basics to understand my tutorials. Next, I will show you other methods to connect pieces. And we start with one piece in the first row, and then we increase. We put one piece in each edge, and now in the second row we have two pieces. Then in the third row we increase again, like this. and we can increase with this free pocket here, or the same increase we can put the edge in this pocket here like this, and now the empty pocket will be inside. Like this. You can see we have the same number of pieces, but it's quite different because here we do not have these empty pockets outside. Then we can increase only in one part like this. We have one piece and we put one piece in this edge here, and then here we close the row like this, and then we increase only on this part, and in this way, for example, we can make wings. And in this way we have closed rows, we do not have any free edge, and on the other side we have these empty pockets. There are many ways to connect these pieces, and in time you will learn all of them, but for these tutorials these are the basics. If you like my tutorial, please subscribe, rate, make comments, and share my videos, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and this is all for today. Have a nice day.